Hello everybody, welcome back to Drunken Sailor. I am Bill, your Drunken Sailor, and I want to thank you for joining us today. If you're coming back and you haven't hit the subscribe button, you're going to see it right up there. Go ahead and hit it. If you're joining us for the first time, stick around and see what we're making, because we make some pretty good cocktails and I think you'll enjoy them. It's pumpkin season. There are jack-o'-lanterns out there. There are coffees out there. It's pumpkin this, pumpkin that, pumpkin everything. But today, we got a pumpkin thing. We are going to make a pumpkin spice espresso martini. So let's get pouring. First off, we're going to grab our shaker. And as I said, pumpkin. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a couple bar spoons of pumpkin puree. And that's about, if you do heaping teaspoons, that's about 2 heaping teaspoons of pumpkin puree. Next thing that we're going to put in there is some cream. We are going to put in there 1.5 ounces. We're going to use 1.5 ounces of freshly brewed espresso. Now, I've still got this is hot. You can use a cold coffee or a hot coffee, but if you use a hot coffee, some of those oils are still floating on the top. That's going to give you a better froth. So we're using hot espresso today. After our espresso, we're going to put in a coffee liqueur. Today we're going to use Kahlua. We're going to put 1.5 ounces in there. You can use any coffee liqueur you want. This is a rum-based. There's a couple of them out there. Mr. Grind is another rum-based. If you still see some in the old world, there's Patron, which is also a rum-based, or you've got Mr. Black, which is a vodka-based. But we're going to use 1.5 ounces in there. One last thing to go in there, and this time we're only going to use 1 ounce, but we are going to use 1 ounce of vodka. Today we're using Grey Goose. Once again, vodka of your choice. And that's going to be 1 ounce. We're going to ice into the shaker, and we're going to shake it up to chill it down and mix it up, make it nice and frothy. We've got the ice in there. Now we're going to put the top on that. We are going to give it a good shake, and this is going to make it nice and cold, and it's also going to make it nice and frothy. We've actually had a martini glass with some ice in it, which is chilling that down. We're going to dump the ice out of there. And because we've got pumpkin puree in here, and it's got some fiber in it, we're going to actually double strain this. So we're going to use our hot iron strainer, a fine mesh strainer. The only thing we've got left to do, and just a little bit different than any other espresso martini where you use 3 beans, health, wealth, happiness, today we're going to use some pumpkin pie spice and just put a little bit of that on top. And there you go. Today's cocktail, the Pumpkin Spice Espresso Martini.